Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for it. It's for Wednesday, the 30th day of July. Here we go. Today, first of all, we're going to talk about the halacha of rinsing your mouth out with water on Tisha B'Av. First, let's start with regular fast days. You know, there are these people who are in the regular custom of every single morning rinsing out their mouth just with water. And if a person is really accustomed to doing that all the time, and he can just rinse his mouth out with water and spit out the water, then on a regular fast day, not Tisha B'Av, then on a regular fast day, the halacha is that he is allowed to do that. Because he's used to doing that, it's not really eating for him, he's very accustomed to doing that, and we don't make him miss that regular thing that he does on a regular fast day. However, on Tisha B'Av, the halacha is that the person should try not to rinse out his mouth at all with water. And the Mishnah Berurah says that if it causes him great distress to not rinse out his mouth with water, then it could be permissible for him. What on earth is called great distress? I recommend that you discuss that with your rabbi. In other words, the simplest thing to say is don't rinse out your mouth with water on Tisha B'Av. But if it causes you, if you think you're in tremendous distress if you don't do that, then please speak to your rabbi before Tisha B'Av so he can deal with your situation specifically. But generally the rule is try to not rinse out your mouth with water on the morning of Tisha B'Av. For a person who has to rinse out his mouth with water on Tisha B'Av, and if his rabbi said it's okay, please be very careful to lean forward. I'm hoping that most of you won't be doing this. It's really not really proper, but if you really have to be doing it, then lean forward so that none of the water will go down your throat. What about rinsing your mouth out with toothpaste or mouthwash and you're going to spit it out? So that's more clear. That's like just not allowed, period. No mouthwash, no rinsing with toothpaste, even if you're going to spit it out on Tisha B'Av, not at all. Okay. Hope that's clear. Now, for those people who want to take have to take medications on Tisha B'Av, so if you're going to just swallow a capsule, that is allowed. Again, if you're just swallowing a capsule, then according to halacha, it is allowed. If you're swallowing a bitter liquid medicine that you have to take, but it doesn't taste good, it's bitter, then that too is allowed without water. Without water. And if there's a medicine that you have to take and you say that you can't get it down your throat without some liquid, you better speak to your rabbi, because putting water down your throat is just very prohibited on Tisha B'Av. And you are allowed to swallow a capsule, but if you feel you need a liquid to get it down, speak to a rabbi. He might tell you to get that down with some unpleasant tasting other something, I don't mean poison, but something that doesn't taste like water, because in short, you can't put water down your throat on Tisha B'Av. Okay, now to washing, the general rule is that we don't wash at all on Tisha B'Av, but when you have to wash your hands in the morning for waking up, you wash your hands, I should just say your fingers, you wash your fingers just until the knuckles. In other words, the entire fingers get washed, but that's it. If you became dirtied in the bathroom and you need to just rinse off that spot, you could just rinse off a disgusting spot that's on you, but that's it. That's it. And no other washing is considered okay. If it was a hot day and you wanted to take out something from the freezer that was just moist and frozen and you want to put it on the side of your head or your forehead, you're not supposed to do that either on the day of Tisha B'Av. Sorry, it's a very strict fast. But if any of these, raise some specific issues with you that you know are insurmountable for you, then I'm glad I brought them up. The general rule on all these is talk to a rabbi before Tisha B'Av so you don't get into a confusion about I don't know what to do and blah, blah, blah. Speak to the rabbi before about these kinds of issues, because now you're forewarned. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.